by Yasmina Reza with our cast B. Thank you so much.
Serge has bought a painting. It's a canvas about 3 feet by 4, white. The background is white, and if you screw up your eyes, you can make out some fine white diagonal lines. Serge is one of my oldest friends. He's done very well for himself. He's a dermatologist, and he's very into art. I went to see the painting on Monday. Serge had actually acquired it on Saturday, but he'd been lusting after it for several months. This white painting with white lines.
Expensive? 200,000.
200,000.
Jean Delani would take it off my hands for 220.
Who's that?
Delani.
Never heard of him.
Jean Delani. The Delani Gallery.
The Delani Gallery would take it off your hands for 220?
Not the gallery, him. Delani himself, for his own collection.
So why didn't Delani buy it?
It's important that they sell to private clients. It's how the market circulates.
Uh-huh.
Well... You're not in the right spot. Look at it from this angle. Can you see the lines?
What's the name of the,
Painter. Antrios.
well known?
Very.
Serge, you haven't bought this painting for 200,000 francs?
You don't understand. That's what it costs. It's an Antrios.
Serge, you haven't bought this painting for 200,000 francs.
I might have guessed you'd miss the point.
You paid 200 grand for this? Oh, man.
My friend Mark's an intelligent enough guy. I've always valued our relationship. He's got a good job. He's an aeronautical engineer. But he's also one of those new-style intellectuals who are not only enemies of modernism, but seem to take some incomprehensible pride in running it down. In recent years, these nostalgia merchants have become quite breathtakingly arrogant. What do you mean, this?
Serge, where's your sense of humor? Why aren't you laughing? It's fantastic you buying this painting.
I don't care how fantastic you think it is. I don't mind if you laugh. But I would like to know what you mean by this.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. By whose standards is it crap? If you call something waste, you need to have some criterion to judge it by.
Who are you talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? Hello?
You have no interest whatsoever in contemporary painting. You never have. This is a field about which you know absolutely nothing. So how can you assert that any given object which conforms to laws you don't understand is excrement?
Because it is. It's poop. I'm sorry.
He doesn't like the painting. Fine. But there was no warmth in the way he reacted. No attempt. No warmth when he dismissed it without a thought. Just that vile, pretentious laugh. A real know-it-all laugh. I hated that laugh.
It's a complete mystery to me, Serge buying this picture. It baffles me. It's filled me with this indefinable unease. When I left his place, I had to take 3 pellets of Gelsemium 9C, which Paula recommended to me.
Gelsemium or Ignatia? She said Gelsemium or Ignatia. Which do you prefer?
I mean, how the hell should I know? Because I couldn't begin to understand how my best friend could have bought that picture. 200 grand. He's comfortable, but he's not rolling in money. Comfortable, that's all, just comfortable. And he spends $200,000 on this piece of white poop. I have to go speak with Ivan. He's a friend of ours. I have to discuss this with Ivan. Although, well, Ivan is a pretty tolerant guy, which, when it comes to relationships, is the worst thing you can be. Ivan is tolerant because he couldn't care less. And if Ivan tolerates the fact that Serge has spent this much money on a piece of white crap, then Ivan couldn't care less about Serge. Obviously.
I'm Ivan. I'm a little tense at the moment because despite having spent my whole life in textiles, I've just become a sales agent for a wholesale stationery business. People like me. My professional life's always been a failure. But I'm getting married in 2 weeks. She's a lovely and intelligent girl from a good family.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for the top of my pen.
All right, that's enough.
I had it 5 minutes ago.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
Okay, forget about it. Just get another one.
It's a very special felt tip. It writes on any surface. It's infuriating. Objects. I can't explain how infuriating they are to me. Had it in my hand 5 minutes ago.
Are you gonna live here?
Think it's suitable for a young couple?
Young couple?
Try not to laugh like that in front of Catherine.
How's the stationery business?
It's all right. I'm learning.
You've lost weight.
A little. Oh, I'm pissed off about that top. It'll all dry up. Sit down.
You know, if you really keep looking for that top, I'm gonna leave.
Okay, I'll stop. Do you want anything to drink?
Perrier, if you have one. Have you, seen Serge lately?
No, not lately. Have you?
Yesterday.
Is he all right?
Yes, he's, just bought a painting.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
White.
White.
Yeah. Imagine a canvas about 3 feet by 4. The background is white, completely white, and there are some horizontal lines and some diagonal lines along the top.
How do you see them?
What do you mean?
These white lines. If the background's white, then how do you see the lines?
You just can. I mean, I guess the lines are slightly gray or vice versa, or, well, there's more than one type of white. There are varying degrees of white.
Oh, don't get so upset. Why are you getting upset?
Because you immediately start quibbling. Why can't you let me finish?
Okay, go on.
Right, so you have an idea of what the painting looks like?
Think so? Yes.
Now, that's how much Serge paid for it.
Well, who's the painter?
Andrios, ever heard of him?
No, is he fashionable?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that.
Well, it's logical.
It's not logical.
It is logical. You asked me to guess the price of the painting, and you know very well the price depends on how fashionable the painter is.
Ivan, I'm not asking you for a set of critical standards. I'm not asking you for a professional estimate. I'm asking what you, Ivan, would pay for a white painting gussied up with a few off-white lines.
Jack.
Right. Now, what about Serge?
Mm,
Pick a figure at random.
10,000 frames.
150,000, 100,000,
Keep going.
150, 200.
200. 200,000.
No.
Yes!
200 grand.
200 grand.
Oh God, is he gone crazy?
It looks like it.
Well, all the same, I mean.
What do you mean all the same?
Well, if it makes him happy, he can afford it.
So that's how you feel.
Why? How do you feel?
It's funny how you don't understand the seriousness of this.
What is the seriousness of this?
It's hilarious how you're missing the point of this story. All you see is externals. You don't understand the seriousness of this.
Do you want a cashew?
You don't understand what this means? I mean, don't you see that our friend Serge, in some grotesque way, now sees himself as a collector?
Oh, well,
From now on, Serge is one of the great connoisseurs.
Bull.
Of course, it's bull. You can't buy your way in that easy, but that's not how he sees it.
I see.
Doesn't that bother you?
No, not if it makes him happy.
Oh, if it makes him happy, what kind of philosophy is it if it makes him happy?
I mean, as long as it's not doing harm to anyone else, it just...
It is doing harm to someone. It's doing harm to me! I'm hurt. But more than that, I'm disturbed. I'm fond of Serge. And to see him let himself be ripped off and lose every ounce of discernment through sheer snobbery.
I don't know why you're so surprised. Serge has always been an exhibition freak. He's always haunted art galleries like crazy.
He was a freak, but he was a freak with a sense of humor. You see, what really bothers me is that you can't laugh with him anymore.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
You can't.
Have you tried?
Of course I tried. I laughed. Heartily. And he didn't crack a smile. Although, 200 grand is kind of an expensive laugh.
Yes. I'll make him laugh.
I'd be surprised.
I'll make him laugh.
Any more nuts?
Yeah. I'll make him laugh. You'll see. And you get along with the in-laws? Wonderfully. As far as they're concerned, I'm just some jerk stumbling from one iffy job to the next, groping my way through the world of vellum. This thing on my hand, what is it? Is it serious? No? Oh, good, good. So, what's new?
Nothing, a lot of work, exhausted. It's nice to see you. You never call.
Oh, I don't like to disturb you.
You're kidding. You just speak to my secretary and I'll call you right back.
I guess so. Your place keeps getting more and more monastic.
Yes. You seen Mark lately?
No. Have you? Have you seen him?
2 or 3 days ago.
Is he all right?
More. Less.
Oh?
No. He's all right.
I talked to him on the phone the other day. He seemed all right.
Well, he is. He's all right.
Yes, but you seem to be implying he wasn't all right.
On the contrary, I thought he was all right.
More or less, you said.
Yes, more or less. More or less. All right.
So, been out? Seen anything new?
No, I can't afford to go out.
Oh.
I'm ruined.
Oh!
Would you like to see something special? Would you?
Sure I would, show me.
Wait. Here.
Ooh. Oh, yes. Yes.
Andrews.
Yes.
It's a 70s Andrews. Worth mentioning. He's going through a similar phase right now. But this one is from the 70s.
Yes.
Expensive.
In absolute terms, yes. In fact, no. You like it?
Yes.
Plain.
Plain, yes, but at the same time.
Yes! Don't forget the residence just at the moment.
Well, I mean a little.
No, you don't. Oh, you have to come back in the middle of the day. That resonance you get from something monochromatic doesn't really happen under artificial light. Not to say that it is actually monochromatic.
No. How much?
$200,000.
Very reasonable. Very.
Crazy or what? Crazy! 200,000. Mark's seen this painting.
Oh.
Devastated.
Oh.
He told me it was waste. A completely inappropriate description.
Absolutely.
You can't call this waste.
No.
You can say, I don't get it. I can't grasp it. You can't say
You've seen his place.
nothing to see. It's like yours. It's. I mean, you couldn't care less.
Mark's classical. He likes things classical. What do you expect?
He started in with a sardonic laugh. Not a trace of charm. Not a trace of humor.
Mark's always been moody. There's nothing new about that.
He has no sense of humor. With you, I can laugh. With him, I'm like a block of ice.
It's true. He's a little gloomy right now. I don't know.
I don't blame him for not responding to this painting. He doesn't have the training. There's a whole apprenticeship you have to go through, which he hasn't either because he doesn't want to or he has no particular instinct for it. None of that matters, no. What I blame him for is his tone of voice, his smugness, his tactlessness. I blame him for his insensitivity. I don't blame him for not taking an interest in modern art. I don't give a fart about that. I like him for other reasons.
And he likes you.
No. Oh, I felt it the other day. A kind of condescension. Contempt with a really bitter edge.
No.
Yes! Don't keep trying to smooth things over. Where do you get this urge to be the great reconciler of the human race? Why don't you admit that Mark is atrophying if he hasn't already atrophied? Oh.
Look at this lost, I got the trick, you take, you got it right.
We laughed.
You laugh?
We laughed. I swear to you, on Catherine's life, we had a good laugh, both of us, together.
You told him it was poop and you had a good laugh.
Well, not exactly. I didn't tell him it was poop. We laughed spontaneously.
You arrived, you looked at the painting, and then you laughed, and then he laughed.
I mean, we talked a little bit first, but then it was pretty much the way you described it.
And it was a genuine laugh?
Perfectly genuine.
Well, I guess I've made a mistake. Good. I'm really glad to hear it.
It was even better than you think. It was Serge who laughed first.
It was Serge who laughed first.
Yes.
He laughed, and then you joined in.
Yes.
What made him laugh?
He sensed I was about to laugh. I guess he laughed to put me at ease. I don't know.
No. You see, he was laughing to diffuse your laughter. It means it wasn't a genuine laugh.
It was a genuine laugh.
Okay, maybe it was a genuine laugh, but he wasn't laughing for the right reasons.
What are the right reasons? I'm so confused.
He wasn't laughing because his painting is ridiculous. You and he weren't laughing for the same reason. You were laughing at the painting, and he was laughing to ingratiate himself, to put himself on your wavelength, and to prove that on top of being an aesthete who can spend more on a painting than you make in a year, well, he's still the same old rebellious pal that you used to kid around with.
You know, this is going to amaze you.
Come on.
I didn't like the painting, but I didn't actually hate it.
Well, of course not. You can't hate what's invisible. You can't hate nothing.
No. It has something.
What do you mean?
It has something. It's not nothing.
You're kidding.
No. There's a system behind it.
A system?
A system.
What system?
It's the completion of a journey. It's a work of art which stakes its claim as part of a trajectory. Oh, go ahead, laugh.
You're just parroting all of Serge's nonsense. From him, it's heartbreaking, but from you, it's just comical.
You know, Mark, this smugness, you're gonna want to watch that. You're getting bitter and it's not very attractive.
You know, good. The older I get, the more offensive I hope I become.
Great!
A system!
Oh, you're impossible to talk to!
Oh no, you try and tell me that there's a system behind this piece of nonsense. Oh, look at this landscape. Is there a system behind that? No, too evocative, too expressive. Everything is on the canvas. No scope for a system.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
Ivan, describe your feelings to me.
I felt a resonance.
A resonance?
You're denying I'm capable of appreciating this work of art for myself?
Of course I
But why?
Because, Ivan, I know you. And despite being disastrously open-minded, you're quite sane.
Oh, wish I could say the same for you.
Ivan, look me in the eye.
I'm looking at you.
Were you moved by Serge's painting?
No.
You and Catherine received this painting as a wedding present. Does it make you happy, Ivan? Does it make you happy?
Of course it doesn't make me happy. Doesn't make me happy, but generally speaking, I'm not the kind of guy who can say, I'm happy! Just like that. I'm trying to think of a time when I could have said, yes, I'm happy. Are you at least happy to be getting married? My mother stupidly asked me the other day, are you at least happy to be getting married? Why wouldn't I be? What do you mean, why wouldn't I be? Either you're happy or you're not happy. What's why wouldn't I be have to do with it?
As far as I'm concerned, it's not white. When I say as far as I'm concerned, I mean objectively. Objectively speaking, it's not white. It has a white background, and a whole range of grays. There's even some red in it. You could say it's very pale. I wouldn't like it if it was white. Mark thinks it's white. That's his limit. Mark thinks it's white only because he's caught up on the idea that it's white. Unlike Ivan. Ivan can see that it's not white. Mark can think what he likes. What do I care?
Obviously, I should have taken the Ignatia. Why do I have to be so categorical? What possible difference could it make to me if Serge lets himself be taken in by modern art? I mean, it is a serious matter, but I could have found some other way to put it to him. Could have used a less aggressive tone. Even if it makes me physically ill that my best friend has bought a white painting, all the same, I want to avoid attacking him about it. I have to be nicer to Serge. From now on, I'm on my best behavior.
Feel like a laugh?
Go on.
Ivan liked the ant trios.
Where is it?
You want another look?
Let me see it.
I knew you'd come around to it. I even got it. Right away.
Uh-huh.
Right away he got it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, it's just a picture. You don't have to get bogged down with it. Life's too short. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you, have you read this? Read it. It's a masterpiece. Incredibly modern. Read that, you don't need to read anything else. What with the office, the hospital, Francois, who's now declared that I should see the children every weekend, which is something new for Francois. The notion that children need a father! I don't have time to read anymore. I should go straight for the essentials.
Like, painting, where you've ingeniously eliminated both form and color. Those old chestnuts.
Yes, although I'm still capable of appreciating more figurative work. I like your Flemish number. Very restful.
What's, Flemish about it? It's a view of Carcassonne.
Yes, but it's slightly Flemish in style. The window, the view. In any case, it's very pretty.
It's not worth anything, and you know that.
Oh, what difference does that make? In a few years, God knows if the interest will be worth anything.
You know what? I've been thinking. I've been thinking, and I changed my mind. You know, I was driving across town the other day, and I was thinking about you. And I said to myself, isn't there something really poetic about what Serge has done? Isn't succumbing to the incoherent urge to buy a truly authentic poetic impulse?
You're very conciliatory today. Unrecognizable. What's this bland, submissive tone of voice? It doesn't suit you at all, by the way.
No, you don't understand. I'm apologizing.
Apologizing? Oh, what for?
I'm too thick-skinned. I'm too high-strung. You could say I lack judgment.
Read Seneca.
You see, you say, read Seneca, and I could easily get very annoyed. I could really, truly get very annoyed over the course of our conversation when you say to me, read Seneca. Well, it's absurd.
No, it's not absurd.
Really?
No, because you thought you could identify.
I didn't say I was
You said you could easily.
Yes, I could easily
get annoyed, and I understand that. Because when I said read Seneca, you thought you could identify a kind of superiority. You told me you lack judgment, and my answer is read Seneca. Well, it's obnoxious.
It is a little.
Having said that, it's true you lack judgment because I didn't say read Seneca. I said read Seneca.
You're right. You are right.
No, the fact of the matter is, Mark, you've quite simply lost your sense of humor.
Probably.
You have lost your sense of humor. You really have lost your sense of humor, Mark. The other day when I was talking to Ivan, he agreed with me that you've lost your sense of humor. I mean, where the hell is he? He's incapable of being on time. It's infuriating. We'll miss the beginning.
Ivan thinks that I've lost my sense of humor.
He agrees with me that you've recently somewhat lost your sense of humor.
So, the last time you saw Ivan, he said he liked your painting very much, and that he thinks that I've lost my sense of humor.
Oh, yes. Yes, the painting, yes. Very much. And he meant it. What's that you're reading?
Ignatia.
Oh, so you believe in homeopathy now.
You know, I don't really believe in anything.
Don't you think Ivan had lost a lot of weight?
And so she.
It's the wedding. Eating away at them!
Yeah.
How's Paula?
She's all right. Where are you gonna put it?
Haven't decided. There or there? Too ostentatious.
Are you going to have it framed?
No. No.
Why not?
It's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
The artist doesn't want it to be. It mustn't be interrupted. It's already in its saying. Look, you see?
Some sort of adhesive tape or?
No. It's kind of crafty. Made up by an artist.
It's kind of funny the way you say artist.
Well, what else am I supposed to say?
Well, you could say painter. You could say whatever his name is. Antrios.
So,
Well, so you say artist as if. You know what? Never mind. What are we gonna see tonight? Why don't we see something with a little bit of substance for once?
it's 8 o'clock. Everything will have started. I can't see how this man who has nothing whatsoever to do, am I right? Manages to be like every single time.
Why don't we just go eat?
Right? It's 5 minutes past 8. We said we meet at 7 1/2 past. What do you mean by the way I said the artist?
Oh, I was just gonna say something kind of stupid.
Well, go on.
Well, you say artist as if he's some sort of unattainable being, some sort of god.
Well, to me, he is a god. You don't think I would have forked out a fortune for a mere mortal, would you?
Well, no, but
I was at the Pompidou on Monday. You know how many entrances they have at the Pompidou? 3! 3 entrances at the Pompidou.
amazing.
And mine's as good as any of them, if not better. Listen, I have a suggestion. How about we give Ivan exactly 3 more minutes and get the hell out of here? I found a great new place. Lena's food.
Why are you so jumpy?
I'm not jumpy.
You are jumpy.
I'm not jumpy. All right, I'm jumpy. I'm jumpy because the slackness is intolerable. Inability to practice any kind of self-discipline.
I think what's really happening is that I'm getting on your nerves, and you're taking it out on poor Ivan.
Poor Ivan. Are you kidding me? You're not getting on my nerves. Why should you be getting on my nerves? He's getting on my nerves. It's true. He's getting on my nerves. It's this ingratiating tone of voice. A little smile behind every word. It's as if he's forcing himself to be pleasant. Don't be pleasant, whatever you do. God, don't be pleasant. Could it be the Antrios? Could buying the Antrios have triggered this feeling of constraint between us? Buying something without his approval will screw his approval. Screw your approval, Mark!
Could it be the Antrios? I mean, buying the Antrios. No, it started some time ago. To be precise, it started one day when you uttered, quite seriously, the word deconstruction. Now, it wasn't so much the word deconstruction that bothered me, but it was the air of solemnity you imbued it with. You said humorlessly, unapologetically, the word deconstruction. I didn't know how to respond, so I made some throwaway remark like, I guess I'm getting intolerant in my old age, and your response was, who do you think you are? What makes you so high and mighty? Serge responded in the lousiest way possible and completely unexpectedly. You're just Mark. What makes you so special? You know, that day, I really should have punched him in the mouth. And when he was lying there on the ground, half dead, I should have said to him, what kind of friend are you? You're supposed to be my friend. What kind of friend are you if you don't think your friends are special?
Ooh, so, mayonnaise, you said? A little heavy, a little fatty, all those sausages.
12 minutes past 8.
So a crisis? Insoluble problem, major crisis, both stepmothers? What their names on the wedding invitation? Oh, Catherine adores her stepmother, who more or less brought her up, and she wants her name on the invitation. They're not anticipating because the mother is dead, not appearing next to the father, and my stepmother, who I detest, is completely out of the question whether her name should be on the invitation. But my father won't have his name on it, and first is left off. And I said, well, how about none of the names be on the invitation? We're not adolescents. We can announce our wedding and invite people ourselves, to which Catherine screamed her head off, saying that would be a slap in the face for her parents, who were paying through the nose for the reception, and even more for her stepmother, who practically raised her even though she's not her child. So finally, I let myself be convinced completely against my other judges as they wore me down. And my stepmother, who I detest, who's a complete witch, she's gonna have her name on the wedding invitation. So I call up my mother to warn her. I say, Mother, there's absolutely nothing we can do to avoid this. Colette's name has to be on the invitation. Well, if Colette's name's on it, then take mine off. Mother, please don't make things even more difficult. How dare you suggest my name be left afloat or out of its own token some abandoned woman? No, Colette will be clapped to a mother's name like a limpet. Oh, Mother, please, we can talk about this tomorrow after a good night's sleep. Oh, what is it? I'm always an afterthought. What? Mother, no! No, you're not always an afterthought. Oh, yes, I am! And when you say, don't make things even more difficult, what you mean is, everything's been planned, everything's been organized behind my back. No! Good old Nadia shouldered everything in all of this, and she hung up! Mother, oh God, Catherine, who had at her side of the conversation, says, what did she say? Oh, she just doesn't want her name on the invitation with Colette, which is understandable. No, not that. What did she say about the wedding? Nothing. You're lying. I'm not, Kathy! She just doesn't want her name on the invitation with Colette, which is understandable. Oh, you call her back right now and you tell her when your son is getting married, you rise above your vanity. You can say the same thing to your stepmother. That's not the same thing. Poor thing. She's tact personified. She knew all the trouble this was causing. She'd be on her knees right now begging for her name, taking off the invitation. Oh, so I call her back, and by now I'm in shreds. Ivan, my mother says, up until now you've conducted your affairs in the most chaotic way imaginable. Just because you decided to embark on matrimony, I am obliged to spend all afternoon and evening with your father, a man who I'm not intended on revealing my hip size and puffy cheeks, let alone Colette, who, incidentally, may I tell you, has taken up bridge. My mother always played bridge. I can see all this can be helped, but on the invitation, the one item is that everyone's going to receive. I insist on making a solo appearance. Mother, why are you being so selfish? Selfish? Oh, I'm not being selfish, Ivan. I'm not being selfish. You're not going to say I have a heart of stone. Everyone in the family has a heart of stone. That's what Madame Romero said this morning. Oh, when she had the gall to ask me to raise her pay to 60 francs an hour. She said everyone in the family has a heart of stone. She knows very well about poor Andre's pacemaker. Oh, yes! And you haven't even bothered to drop him a line. Oh, how it's funny! Yes, oh, it's fine. I think you have so much writing to do, but it's okay. It's fine. You go! Go, darling, go! Go! Go and see your precious friends!
Then what?
Then nothing. Nothing's been resolved.
Any drama with Catherine cut short because I was late.
Why do you let yourself be run over by all of these women?
Why do I let myself be run over? I don't know, they're all insane! You've lost a lot of weight. Of course I have, 10 pounds purely through stress.
Read Seneca.
Happy life. It's just what I need, actually. What do you suggest?
It's a masterpiece.
Oh, he hasn't read it.
No, but Serge just told me it was a masterpiece.
I said it was a masterpiece because it is a masterpiece.
Right.
It is a masterpiece. You seem to be insinuating that I use the word masterpiece any chance I get.
No, not at all.
Yes, the word in a kind of sarcastic way.
No, not at
yes,
all.
the word masterpiece in a
No,
kind of...
is he crazy? Not at all. Although, when you said the word masterpiece, you qualified it by saying incredibly modern.
Yes. So?
So, you said incredibly modern as if it were the highest compliment you could pay. As if when saying modern, you couldn't think of anything more admirable, more profoundly admirable than modern. So? So, nothing. And please note, I made no mention of the word incredibly. Incredibly modern! Oh, no, I'm not! Oh, you're not going to start, are you? That just about finished me off.
You don't find me extraordinary that a man who wrote nearly 2,000 years ago should be so considered, so completely up to date.
No, because that's the definition of a classic.
Oh, you're just playing with words.
Oh, okay!
So, what are we gonna do? Guess the movies are out. Sorry. Gonna get something to eat?
Serge told me you're very taken with his painting.
I am very taken with it. Yes. Oh, you're not.
Nope. Let's go eat. Serge has a very tempting recommendation. Lyonnaise.
You think the food's too fatty?
I think the food is a little bit fatty, but I think that we should give it a shot.
No, if you think the food's too fatty, then we'll go somewhere else. So let's give it a shot. No. If you think the lady will go, and now we won't. You like mayonnaise?
Oh, I'll do whatever you like.
Oh, he'll do whatever you like. Whatever you like, he'll always do.
What's the matter with you?
No, he's right. Once in a while, you could have an opinion of your own.
Oh, if you think you're going to use me as your punching bag, then I'm out of here. I put up with enough today.
Where's your sense of humor, Ivan?
What?
Where's your sense of humor, kiddo?
Where's my sense of humor? I don't see anything to laugh at. Do you think this is funny?
I just think that recently you've somewhat lost your sense of humor. You
What?
better watch that.
What?
Well, don't you think that I've also somewhat lost my sense of humor recently?
Oh, I see.
You know what? Let's make a decision. To tell you the truth, I'm not even hungry.
You're both acting very sinister this evening.
My opinion about your woman problems?
Oh, go ahead.
In my view, the most hysterical of them all, by far, is Catherine.
Oh, he's right.
Well, what can I do?
Cancel it.
Cancel the wedding?
He's right.
I can't. Are you crazy?
Why not?
Because I can't. Everything's been planned. I've only been in the stationery business a month, and
What's that got to do with it?
it's her uncle's stationery business. He had no need to take on anyone, especially someone who's only ever worked in textiles.
Do whatever you want. I told you what I think.
No offense, Serge, but you're not exactly the guy I'd come running to for matrimonial advice. You can't claim to have a great success in that field.
Precisely.
I can't cancel the wedding. I know Catherine's hysterical, but she has her good points. You need certain qualities when marrying someone like me. Hey, where are you gonna put it?
I don't know yet.
What about over there?
No.
There. Right there. Because there, it'd be wiped out by the sunlight.
That's right. You know, I thought of you at work the other day. We ran prints for this guy who paints white flowers totally white on a white canvas.
Beatrice. It's No, of course not. I was just saying.
Oh, you think this painting is not white, Ivan?
Well, not entirely, no.
What color is it then?
Well, there's some yellow, some gray, some slightly ochreish lines.
And you're moved by these colors?
Yes, I am moved by these colors.
Yeah. You're spineless, Ivan. You have no substance. You're an amoeba.
Why are you attacking Ivan like this?
You know why? Because he's a little ass kisser. He's obsequious. He's dazzled by money, dazzled by what he believes to be culture. And as you know, culture is something I absolutely piss on.
What's gotten into you?
How could you say in front of me, Ivan? How could you say that in front of me?
What do you mean in front of you? What do you mean in front of you? Yes, I find these colors touching. If it's all the same to you, stop wanting to control everything.
How could you say in front of me that you find these colors touching?
Oh, I don't know, maybe because
It's the truth.
The truth? You find these colors touching?
Yes, I find these colors touching.
You find these colors touching?
He finds these colors touching. He's perfectly
Oh,
entitled
he's
to.
not entitled to.
What do you mean he's not entitled to?
He's not entitled to.
I'm not entitled to.
No!
Why is he not entitled to? I don't think you're very well. Maybe you should go see somebody.
He's not entitled to say he finds these colors touching because he doesn't.
I don't find these colors touching.
You don't find these colors touching. There are no colors. You can't see them, and you don't find them touching. Speak for yourself. He's really demeaning, Ivan.
Who do you think you are, Mark? Who are you to legislate? You don't like anything, you despise everyone, you take pride in not being a man of your time.
What is that supposed to mean, a man of my time?
Okay, I'm leaving. Don't go. No, where are you going?
I'm leaving. I don't see why I have to put up with this monstrous conversation.
Don't go. If you go now, you're giving in to him. A man of his time is a man who lives in his own time.
How can a man live in any other time but his own?
A man of his time is someone of whom it can be said in 20 or 100 years' time that they were representative of their era.
Huh. To what end?
But what do you mean, to what end?
What use is it to me if someone says I'm representative of my era?
Now listen, sweetheart, we're not talking about you, if you can imagine such a thing. We don't give a fig about you. A man of his time, I'm trying to explain to you, like most people you admire, is someone who makes some kind of contribution to the human race. A man of his time doesn't assume that the history of art has come to an end with a pseudo-Flemish view of Cavilion.
Oh, Carcassonne!
Same thing. A man of his time plays his role in the fundamental dynamic of evolution.
And that's a good thing in your view?
It's not good or bad. Why do you always have to moralize? It's just the way things are.
What about you? Do you play your part in the fundamental dynamic of evolution?
I do.
And Ivan?
Oh, surely not. What part can an amoeba play? In his way, Ivan is a man of his time.
How can you tell? Surely not from that motel painting he has hanging on his wall.
That is not a motel painting. It is not. What difference does it make? Ivan represents a way of life, a way of thinking which is completely modern. And so do you. I'm sorry, but you're a typical man of your time. And the harder you try not to be, the more you are.
Okay, fine. Then what's the problem?
There is no problem, except for you, because you take pride in your desire to shut yourself off from humanity. And you'll never manage to. It's like you're in quicksand. The deeper you sink, and the more you struggle. Now apologize to Ivan.
Ivan is a coward.
No.
Bravo. You know, really wasn't a good idea to come here too.
Maybe.
Right.
You're the coward. Attacking someone who's incapable of defending themselves, as you well know.
You're right. You're right. And when you put it like that, it makes me feel even worse. Suddenly, I can't understand. I don't know what binds me to Ivan. I don't know what our friendship consists of.
Ivan's always been what he is.
No, he used to be eccentric, kind of absurd, but his eccentricity used to be disarming.
What about me?
What about you?
Do you have any idea what binds you to me?
See, that could take us down a very long road.
Lead on.
I'm sorry that I upset Ivan, okay?
At last, you said something approximately human. What makes it worse is that motel painting he had hanging on his wall was painted by his father.
God. But you said, and
Yes, but I remembered as soon as I'd said it.
oh God. Oh,
The elevator was full, so I took the stairs, clattering all the way down, thinking an amoeba! No substance! A coward! I thought I'll come back with a gun and blow their heads off, and they'll see how spineless and obsequious I am! Then I say to myself, listen, pal, you haven't been in therapy for 6 years to wind up shooting your best friends! You haven't been in therapy for 6 years without learning that some deep anxiety must lie behind your aggression. So, I relaunch myself. As I mount the penitential stair, I see this is a cry for help. I must help Mark. It is the last thing I do. As a matter of fact, I just discussed you both with Finkelson.
You discussed us with Finkelson.
I discuss everything with Finkelson.
And why exactly were you discussing us?
yeah, because I forbid you to discuss me with that guy.
You're in no position to forbid me anything.
Why were you discussing us?
I knew your relationship was under strain, and I wanted Finkelson to explain.
And what did he say?
He said something kind of amusing.
Oh, they're allowed to give their opinions now?
Oh, no. They never give their opinions. But this time he did. He did give his opinion. He even made a gesture. He never makes a gesture. Sometimes I have to say, oh, God, man, move around a little.
Oh, well, who gives a fart what he said?
What did he say?
Yeah, what possible interest could we have in what he said?
Because I want to know what he said, alright? God damn.
You want to know?
Oh, you took notes.
I wrote it down because it was complicated. Should I read it to you?
Go on.
If I'm who I am because I'm who I am, and you're who you are because you're who you are, then I'm who I am and you're who you are. If, on the other hand, I'm who I am because you're who you are, and you're who you are because I'm who I am, then I'm not who I am and you're not who you are.
How much do you pay this man?
400 francs a session, twice a week.
Well, great. You're very lucky to be getting the benefit of this man's experience.
Absolutely. We really appreciate it if you make a copy for us.
Yeah, it's bound to come in handy.
You're wrong, it's very profound.
You know, if this is the reason that you've come here to turn the other cheek, you know, you should be very grateful because this man may have cut off your balls, but if you're happy, that's all that counts.
And all this because he doesn't want to believe I like your entrails.
I don't give a damn what you think of it. Either of you.
The more I see it, the more I like it, honestly.
Let's stop talking about the painting, shall we? Once and for all, I have no interest in discussing it further.
Why are you so touchy?
I'm not touching Mark. You've told us what you think. Fine. The subject is closed.
You're getting upset.
I'm not getting upset. I'm exhausted.
You know, if you're getting touchy, it means that you care too much about other people's opinions.
I'm exhausted, Mark. This is completely pointless. To tell you the truth, I'm on the brink of getting bored with the both of you.
I don't understand what's going on. Can't we just calm down? There's no need to insult someone over a painting.
You know what? Why don't you go eat? You go. Go off together.
Oh no, it's so rare the three of us get together.
Just as well by the looks of it.
Oh, come on, let's just calm down.
Do you realize that all this calm down and waving the white flag is just adding fuel to the fire? Is this a new thing?
I will not be undermined.
Very impressive, Ivan. Maybe I should go see the Simpleton.
You can't, there are no vacancies.
Hey, what's that you've been eating?
Jill sent me.
I've given in to the logic of events. Marriage, children, death. Stationary. What else can happen, you know?
What else can happen? Look, we're not worthy to look at it.
Exactly.
Or maybe you're just afraid that if it stays in my presence too long, you'll end up seeing it through my view.
No. Would you like to know what Paul Valery says? And I'd go quite a bit further.
Yeah, I don't give a damn what Paul Valery says.
Oh, you stopped liking Paul Valery.
Yeah, don't quote Paul Valery at me.
But you used to love Paul Valery.
Well, I don't care what Paul Valery says.
But I discovered him through you. You're the one who introduced me to Paul Valery.
Okay, well, don't quote Paul Valery at me because I don't give a damn what Paul Valery
What
says.
do you give a damn about then?
I give a damn about you buying that painting. I give a damn about you spending $200 grand on a piece of white poop.
Oh, don't start again, Mark.
I'll tell you what I give a damn about. Since we're all coming clean here, I give a damn about your snickering and insinuations. Your suggestion that I also think this painting is a grotesque joke. You've tried to set up some kind of loathsome complicity between us, which made me feel, Mark, to use your expression, how little binds us together these days.
You know,
Your perpetual display of distrust.
it's true. I can't imagine you genuinely loving that painting.
Why?
Because I love Serge, and I'm not capable of loving a Serge who's capable of buying that picture.
Why do you say buying? Why don't you say loving?
Because I can't say loving. I refuse to believe loving.
So why did I buy it if I didn't love it?
You know what? Isn't that just the nub of the question?
No, you see how smug he is. I'm trying to be straightforward and he responds in this pompous, heavy-handed tone. And it just never occurred to you to think that, however improbable it may seem, that I might really love it and that your vicious, inflexible opinions and your vile assumptions of complicity might be hurtful to me.
No.
When you asked me what I thought of Paula, a woman who once spent an entire dinner party maintaining that Ehlers-Danlos syndrome could be cured homeopathically, did I say that I found her ugly, repellent, totally charmless? I could have.
Is that really what you think of Paula?
What's your theory?
No! No!
Answer me.
You see the effect you have.
Is that really what you think of Paula?
Worse, actually.
No, you couldn't possibly think that of Paula.
Worse, Serge? Worse than repellent? Can you explain to me how someone can be worse than repellent?
Interesting. When I see it's something that concerns you personally, I see that words can bite a little deeper.
Worse than repellent. Serge, really? Explain that.
No need to take that frosty tone. Perhaps it's, let me try to explain it to you. Perhaps it's the way she waves away cigarette smoke.
The way she waves away cigarette smoke?
Yes, the way she waves away cigarette smoke. Sits right at the heart of her repellentness.
You're speaking to me of Paula, the woman who I love and who I share my life with, in these intolerable terms because you dislike the way she waves away
cigarette smoke?
Yes, the way she weaves away cigarette smoke and dumps her out of hand.
I suggest that you take back what you just said. Please explain yourself, please, before I completely lose control, because this is very serious what you're doing.
A normal woman would say, I'm sorry, I find the smoke a bit uncomfortable. Would you mind moving your ashtray? But not her. She doesn't deign to speak. She describes her contempt in the air with this calculating gesture. This hand movement that she thinks is imperceptible. The insinuation, which is to say, go on, smoke, smoke, is pathetic, but what's the point in calling attention to it so you don't know if it's you or your cigarette that's getting up her nose?
You're exaggerating.
Yes, he doesn't say I'm wrong. He says I'm exaggerating, but he doesn't say I'm wrong. Yes, the way she waves away cigarette smoke. Yes, it reveals a cold-hearted, condescending, narrow-minded nature, just what you're about to take up yourself, Mark. It's a shame. It's a real shame that you've taken up with such a life-denying woman.
Oh, Paula's not life-denying!
Take back everything you've just said, Serge.
Yes, you should.
No.
Take back everything you just said.
Take it back, take it back, take it back.
I demand that you take back every single thing you just said.
In my view, the two of you are an aberration, a pair of fossils.
Give it away!
Mind your own business! Shit! Shoo.
Oh, you've gone completely insane! Oh, two neural men got completely crazy.
Hold that on there for a while.
Oh, that really hurts. If I find out you burst my eardrum.
No, of course not.
Oh, well, how do you know you're not ear, nose, and throat? Oh, two old men? Educated people!
Just calm down.
Oh, you can't demolish someone just because you don't like their method of waving away cigarette smoke.
Yes, you can.
Maybe you can, but it doesn't make any sense.
What do you know about sense?
Oh, that's right, attack me! Keep attacking me! I could be hemorrhaging internally, but I've just seen a mouse run by.
It's a rat.
A rat?
It comes and goes.
You have a rat?
Don't take the covers off, just leave it where it is.
Oh, God, what happened between you two? Something must have happened for you to get so demented.
I bought a work of art that makes Mark uncomfortable.
Oh, you're starting again. You're downward spiraling, both of you. Just like me and Colette, the most pathological relationship you can imagine.
Who's Colette?
My stepmother!
That's right. You haven't talked about her for a while.
Why didn't you tell me right away what you thought of Paula?
I didn't want to upset you.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, no?
No. When I first asked you what you thought of Paula, you said,
Oh, she's the perfect match for you.
Yes.
which sounded positive at the time.
Sure.
I mean, given the state you were in.
All right, what are you trying to prove?
So, your assessment tonight of Paula, and in other words, me, is far harsher.
I don't understand.
You do understand.
I don't.
Since I can no longer support your frenzied, though recent craving for novelty, I've become condescending, narrow-minded, fossilized.
I'm in agony!
Have a sip of brandy.
Do you really think alcohol's a good idea? Something's been shaken loose.
You want an aspirin?
Aspirin, well.
What the hell do you want?
Oh! Don't pay any attention to me, don't mind me. Just continue preposterous conversation. Don't pay any attention to me.
That's easier said than done.
You might squeeze out a drop of compassion, but no.
resent spending time with Paula. I don't resent your being with Paula.
You have no reason to resent
But
it.
you resent me! I was gonna say for being with the Antrios.
Yes!
I'm missing something here.
I didn't replace you with Paula.
Are you saying I replaced you with the Antrios?
Yes.
I replaced you with the Antrios.
Yes. Yes, with the Antrios and everything it implies.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Oh, I couldn't care less. You're both insane.
In my time, you'd never have got that picture.
What do you mean in your time?
Well, the time when you made a distinction between me and everyone else. When you judged things by my standards.
Was there such a time?
Oh, that's just cruel and really petty.
No, I assure you I'm staggered.
And if Ivan hadn't turned into such a sponge, he'd back me up.
Oh, keep going. Keep going. It's water off a duck's back.
The time when you were proud to be my friend, when you congratulated yourself on my being a maverick, on my taste for standing apart. You exhibited me to your circle, untamed. You whose life was so normal. I was your alibi, but that kind of affection dries up, I guess. Belatedly, you claim your independence.
I like belatedly.
But I detest your independence. It's violence. You abandoned me. I've been betrayed. As far as I'm concerned, you're a traitor.
If I'm understanding correctly, he was my mentor. And if I loved you as my mentor, what was the nature of your feelings?
You can guess.
Yes. Yes, but I want to hear you say it.
I loved the way you saw me. I was flattered. I was always grateful to you for viewing me as a man apart. And I even thought that being a man apart was a somehow superior condition until one day you pointed out to me that it wasn't.
This is very alarming.
It's the truth.
What a disaster.
Yes, what a disaster.
What a disaster.
Especially for me. Whereas you found a new family, your penchant for idolatry, it's unearthed new forms of worship. The artist. Deconstruction.
What is deconstruction?
Oh, you haven't heard about deconstruction? Ask Serge, because he's very on top of the matter. I mean, to convince me that some form of artwork is comprehensible, you pick a word from Builders Weekly. Look, you're smiling. When you smile like that, it gives me some hope, like an idiot.
Why don't you make up?
It's my fault. We haven't seen much of each other lately. I mean, I've been away, and then you started mixing with the high end, the Robsons, the Desprez Couder, that dentist Roger Halley.
No. He's from another world. He only likes conceptual art.
It's all the same thing.
It's not all the same thing.
Another way that I let you slip away. You know, now when we talk, we can't even make ourselves understood.
I had no idea. Really, it has come as a complete surprise. How much I was under your influence. The extent to which you owned me.
Yeah, or didn't own you, as it turns out. You can't leave your friends unchaperoned. If you leave your friends unchaperoned, they'll get away. I mean, look at poor Ivan. His chaotic behavior, it used to delight us. And he's a timid stationer now. He's practically married. He brought us his originality, and now he's making every effort to piss it all away.
Us! He brought us! Do you understand what you're saying? Everything has to didn't you learn to love people for themselves?
What does that mean, for themselves?
For what they are.
Okay, but what are they? What are they beside my faith in them? I am desperate to find a friend with some kind of prior existence, and so far, I've had no luck. I had to mold you, and look where that's gotten me. One day, your creature goes off and has dinner with the desperate Couder, and to confirm his new status, he goes and buys a white painting.
So, here we are at the end of a 15-year friendship.
Yes.
Pathetic.
You know, if only we'd been able to have a normal conversation. If only I'd been able to keep my temper.
Well,
Nothing.
no, go on. Why can't we share one single dispassionate word?
I don't believe in the values that dominate contemporary art. The rule of novelty, the rule of surprise. Surprise is like, it's like dead meat, Serge. No sooner conceived than dead.
Right? So?
So that's all I ever was to you. That's my surprise value.
What are you talking about?
You know, it's a surprise that lasted quite a while, I'll admit, but...
Nicholson is a genius! I told you, he understood the whole thing.
You know, Ivan, I'd appreciate it if you stopped umpiring, stopped pretending like you're not fully implicated in this whole thing.
You want to implicate me? I refuse. This conversation has nothing to do with me. I already got a burst eardrum. You work things out for yourselves?
No, Ivan, what I really can't stand about you at the moment, beside what I've already said, is that you're always trying to put Serge and I on the same level, to make us equal. Like when we were friends, you tried to put us on the same footing. But we were never equal, Ivan. You have to choose one of us.
I have chosen.
Excellent.
I don't need a supporter.
Oh, you're not going to turn the poor boy down, are you?
Oh, why do we see each other if we hate each other? I mean, I don't hate you. It's obvious you hate each other. You hate me. So why do we see each other? I was looking forward to seeing my two best friends after a ridiculously crazed week. Going to the movies, dinner, getting away from all the drama.
Are you aware that you talked about nothing but yourself this evening?
Well, who are you talking about? We're all talking about ourselves.
Oh, you muck up our evening!
Oh, I muck up your
Yes,
evening.
you muck up our
I
evening!
muck up your evening. I muck up your evening. I muck up your evening.
Yes, please stop.
Oh.
You don't get excited.
Are you saying I mucked up your evening? Yes. How many more times are you going to say it? Answer the question. Are you saying it is I who mucked up your evening?
Yes, you arrived 3/4 of an hour late. You don't apologize. You plague us with your marital woes.
And your inertia, your sheer, neutral spectator's inertia has lured me and Mark into the worst of excesses.
You too. You're starting in on me too.
Yes, because on this subject, I'm entirely in agreement
Oh,
with
you
you.
keep piping up with this finicky, subservient tone of voice, and you know what is intolerable.
You know, I'm on the burst of tears. I could cry. I could cry right now.
Cry.
Cry.
Cry! You're telling me to cry!
Yes, cry. You have every reason to. You know what? You're losing your two best friends. You're marrying a gorgon.
Oh! So that's it? It's all over?
I mean, you said it yourself. Why do we see each other if we hate each other?
But what about my wedding? You're my witnesses, remember?
Find someone else.
I can't!
You can find someone last
You're
minute, can't
not
you?
allowed to!
You are. Of course you are.
You can't!
Yes, okay, fine. We'll come.
But what you should do is cancel the wedding.
He's right.
Oh my god! What have I ever done to you? This is savage what you're doing! You could have had your fight after the 12th! After my wedding! But no! No! You're intent on ruining it! A wedding that's already a catastrophe, a wedding that's already made me lose 10 pounds! And the two people who guaranteed any sense of satisfaction are dead set on destroying each other!
one day and said, oh, I want to sell expandable wallets. No! What can I do? I farted around for 40 years. Sure, I made my friends laugh. Wonderful. I let my friends laugh, but who was left alone, solitary as a rat who had to crawl back into his hole every night and switched on anything that talks? This buffoon, dying of loneliness, only to be greeted by, his mother, and, oh, who was it? His mother.
You shouldn't get so upset.
Don't get so upset. Who upset me in the first place? I'm not like you, Mark. I don't have your refined sensibilities. I'm not a heavyweight. I don't have an opinion.
Calm down.
Calm down! Oh, calm down. Are you trying to drive me crazy? Calm down is probably, oh, I don't know, the worst thing you can say to someone who's lost their calm. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be a point of reference or an authority figure. I just want to be your friend. I've been the Joker. Could we try to steer clear of pathos? I'm finished. If you have anything to nibble on, just to keep from passing out. I've got some olives. Hand them over. Mark, want some?
I think we've reached these extremes. Apocalypse over a white square. It's not white. A piece of white poop! That's what it is! It's a piece of white poop! You find this thing is demented. I don't even eat this. Got one of your famous felt tips? What for? You're not going to draw on the painting. Do you or don't you? I'm not sure. Yes! This blue one. Give it to me. Go on. Go on! Catherine placed her bouquet and a bag of sugared almonds on her mother's grave in Montparnasse Cemetery. I slipped behind a monument to cry. Thinking again of this touching tribute, I started silently sobbing in my bed. I must speak to Finkelson about this tendency to cry. It's not normal for a man my age. Started, or at least presented itself at Serge's, the evening of the white painting. After Serge, in an act of pure madness, demonstrated to Mark that their friendship meant more to him than the painting, we went and had dinner chez Ami. Over dinner, Serge and Mark decided to try and reconstruct their relationship destroyed by word and deed. At one point, one of them used the words, trial period, and I burst into tears. This expression, trial period, when applied to our friendship, set within me an uncontrollable convulsion. As a matter of fact, I can no longer handle any kind of rational argument. Nothing formative, nothing great or beautiful in this world has been born of a rational argument.
When Mark and I had succeeded in obliterating the scare with the aid of Swiss soap and added ox gall, recommended by Paula, I looked at the antrios and turned to Mark. Did you know that ink from felt tips was washable? No, he said. No, did you? No. I said, very quickly lying. I came within an inch of saying, yes, I guess I did know, but how could I have launched our trial period with such a disappointing admission? Then again, was it right to start with a lie? A lie. God, why am I being so absurdly virtuous? Why does my relationship with Mark have to be so complicated?
Under the white clouds, snow is falling. You can't see the clouds, or the snow, or the cold, or the white glow of the earth. A solitary man glides downhill on skis. The snow is falling. It falls until the man fades back into the landscape. My friend Serge, who is one of my oldest friends, has bought a painting. It's a canvas about 3 feet by 4, and it represents a man who moves across a space and then disappears.